Hardleg and his friends, they're gonna play a lot of games. It's Legsplay.
And welcome
back
to
to
Legsplay.
I said back.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. It's only like the final episode or the second to final episode. You'll have maybe another chance to try again and get better. If not, it's okay. You'll be relegated to party games for the next eternity.
I don't mind that. I prefer party games.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll have to get you on some Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yes!
All right.
And
Can I change?
No.
Oh. This is my last one.
We're pretty much leaving you off the channel. and yes, this is either the last episode or the second to last episode. Yep, a moment of silence for all the people we've lost.
Alright, cool.
What is it? Reinhardt? Those Ginyu Force guys?
The Ginyu Force guys.
Every piece of family that C.B. Ladio has ever had.
Yeah. Retire Village.
That whole village underground. And the Haris.
The Haris died, but not everyone.
No, yeah, they say
Susan jumped off the thing, remember?
Yeah, Susan
was
did, yeah.
alright.
Alright, Susan, yeah.
Susan's house. We'll have a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Yes, for Susan's house. Hardleg, are you alright?
I'm just not sure if my chocolate bar still survived in there. It's been so long.
Pulls it out. No! First words he ever utters. I understand how you feel. We even if we defeat the Juggernaut.
Bitch.
The Juggernaut, bitch. Your family and fellow villagers may not return to normal.
Oh yeah, they're stuck in a Siru,
yeah,
kind of like C.B. Ladio's village.
They may be dead, like C.B. Ladio's family and village.
I got over it.
But Mai's mom.
Hardleg, we can be orphans together. We'll be like siblings, only closer. Brandon.
No. I'm good.
Hardleg. I understand how you feel. We went through this exact situation, except I didn't even know the risks. I gladly slaughtered my family. I didn't even get to say goodbye.
She was merciless about it.
We'll wait until you feel ready for this. I'll wait until you're ready to fight the Juggernaut. Yeah, except you gotta do it quickly, because he's gonna take over the world. And can I
kind of feel like you need to make this choice.
Are you ready now? Yeah, let's go.
I'll wait as long as it need be.
That's why I came here.
Silence. Before your own eyes, we've seen many towns recover from the ravages of the mist. We have made many miracles happen. So
we can do this.
I was going somewhere with
Maybe.
this.
You're not alone. Trust us, you're the main character even though you have no arc and no interesting traits. This is your story because random stuff happened at the last minute.
It's true.
It'll never, ever, ever, ever be undone. I missed what she said before. That's why we're your friends. The power of friendship compels you to enter a giant tongue and defeat a demon.
You're filled with determination.
All right.
Filled with determination.
Who said that this was going to be the last area?
This is like Undertale, except we don't have to talk to anyone. We could just kill everything.
But I want to make friends.
I mean, you
Fuck
could kill
friends.
everything there.
No, that's not what you do to friends.
I mean, some of them.
Some of them you do.
If you'd like to be a Hardleg's friend, send pictures to my email. They don't have to be nude, but they should be mostly nude.
Come on, Red Letter Media.
If you got some pizza in there, too, put some pictures of pizza.
Now you're just going to get pictures of...
Oh, that's exactly what we're hoping.
There you go, Brandon.
Now's the time to bring forth the power of the great Genesis tree.
Didn't it die? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no, Hardy saved it.
Yeah.
Hardleg, are you prepared? Yeah, I mean, that's why I came here. There's no point fighting Juggernaut from the outside. What? Why not?
Enter
Yeah.
its rectum.
Juggernaut's weak spot is on the inside. Just like every bear.
Are you ready, everyone? We've got to go out. We've got to cut an opening and crawl into Juggernaut's body.
Just
Wow.
like a
Time.
bear.
Just like a bear.
And I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
We must work together. Have you ever cut open a bear? It's really thick.
Bear hunting was very popular in Sirukai. I thought nothing physical could exist there. I think you misunderstand how powerful bears are.
They transcend.
Just like this bear comes in, like, and the bears in the Sirukai are like all like ascended bears who just like are sitting in like a meditative position, and they're just
Well,
like
see,
hunting them.
the
No,
problem is it's difficult to. Oh, it's vomiting up mist. Great.
I think that's the name of my new ska
I hope
band.
it's mist at least.
It's vomiting up mist.
No,
So is
it's
that it?
Ascended Bears.
You
Ascended
enter
bears.
Juggernaut's body through its mouth. I hope that's what it is.
It sure seems that way.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves. We're in for a wild ride. Oils up chest.
I just like the idea
All
that
my oiling has paid off.
the Sirus are like, yeah,
Yep,
the
that don't
mouth.
look like a mouth.
That's
Doesn't look like no mouth I ever entered.
what mouth have you entered?
Plenty.
Plenty. Monks.
Implications.
Implications. When I was going to say it,
Infiltrations?
they're like, oh yeah, there's all sorts of bears in Sirukai. They're really hard to defeat because they've got these invincible shields. They're like magical barriers. You ever wonder where that term came from?
The barrier.
The word barrier
Barrier.
was originated from bears. They have the hardest barriers.
And then like Ozma, like, the other ones are like, I'm not sure what he's talking about. Just go with it.
Pretty sure this is a lie, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
He
bought
just
like
says
a
these
million
things.
things, so yeah, we're just gonna use these, and whoever goes first goes
Who's
first.
and whoever wins.
And we're
wins.
just gonna heal up all the mana beforehand.
What am I scooching for?
Because maybe we
Because
can
I'm trying to
level
get my
up
leg
Terra and do like 1 billion points of damage.
You good now?
Not until my falls asleep.
Okay. Queen Twist.
You remember this? Now that I'm thinking, we probably should have not had that whole episode where I showed off all of these, because
Yeah.
we're gonna be seeing them a lot today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, maybe. To be fair,
and it's not even done yet.
No, it's not.
I probably should put the things on them that like reduce mana cost too. That way we could do more of them. Intelligent thinking. It's a 90s JRPG. It has to have unskippable summons. That's just how it is.
That's just how it be. You don't think it is like it do, but it be.
Hey, our magic level increased.
Hey!
And Meta's like, I wanted to fight too. And
Yeah.
Bootleg got stronger from that.
It's Bootleg did, but Hardleg is just like
He's just
well,
like
I
looking
want...
at the in awe of the queen, like, I gotta get even stronger if I want to fight that. Pecs increase.
Okay, so let's go ahead and equip CB. We're gonna take off her.
No,
Power
this is a
ring for
family
now.
show.
No.
Brandon, stop.
Stop
Stop
it.
what you're doing.
Get some help.
Get help. Get a Big Mac. Biggest one.
Let's see.
Small fries. No hurt.
What?
It's a JonTron. It's a Jantran
It's a
thing.
jam.
Ah.
Me and my magic group have actually been getting way too into saying that. Whenever someone makes like a sick play, we just go, stop. Get help. Doing too much there.
Increase max MP. Okay, so she can hopefully do that more. And then I've got nothing, and I don't think there's anything else magical left.
Actually,
oh wait, no, there we
you
go.
do have something. You have 2 channels.
Increase bootlegs.
Bootleg already has all like. Oh wait, yeah, Bootleg already consumes
All right,
25% less.
Alright.
And he had the magic armband too. We'll give it to him before we fight.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit. His magic is strongest magic.
What are we gonna fight down here? Juggernaut's entrails?
Yep, Juggernaut is inside of Juggernaut.
No, it's Juggernauts.
I hope not.
God, I hope not.
Also,
That's the
I like
boss.
that his internals have formed stairs. That's
Right.
very convenient.
That's very organized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very...
I'm
You
glad-
imagine a ravenous beast looking to destroy the
Zenwa.
world.
Why does he have
Zenwa.
hands inside his stomach?
Because
They
he's
could jazzercise his muscles.
I was gonna be.
Yeah.
Does this Tumbly have a rumbly that only hands can satisfy?
probably.
Is this
knowing
just
him-
references the episode?
I don't know what
This
you're.
whole series has been
Uh,
references.
I don't know what you're referring to.
He's gonna be as strong, as inflexible as Gumby and Hercules combined.
Gumbercules.
I love that guy.
Comment in the comments if you like Gumbercules.
And I'm his friend, Jesus.
Futurama was a good show.
It was a great show. Oh, Ozma.
He's a big ass rock
Yeah.
with lightning powers.
Mm-hmm.
They call it lightning powers, but I like to think he has rave powers, like Rave Master. You ever see that anime?
I just like to think that he's a really good guy who does SFX.
Ah, like Captain Disillusion. He certainly does.
Or like
more
Mysterio.
damage.
That reminds me more of like my D&D character who was a rogue who pretended to be a powerful magician when powerful magicians already existed. But he'd go from small village to small village using like ropes and mirrors and like magic items to pretend he was a powerful sorcerer. And everyone, especially like the actual sorcerer in our party, just kept like, "You're not even a real sorcerer." I was like, "But how could you explain this?" And I'd like do a flashbang, and they're like, "That's just a flashbang," or was it my magic?
Ooh, raw Siru armor.
Ooh.
Wait,
Good
what?
thing there are chests and armor inside
Yeah.
here.
It's like he's preparing us to fight him.
Equip
I swallowed something that could kill me,
best armor.
so
10
that
out of
nothing
10.
could ever kill me again.
Good point. I mean, where is it going to be safer? I just
What, in
wonder.
like a bank? Ooh, yeah, I'm sure.
Also,
it'll be
we're in the
safer.
land of magic dildos. I don't want to worry anyone, but it is a little hentai down here.
A little?
Just a little.
Hey, check it out. It's Rabe orbs.
Oh hey, who
thought
doesn't
you-
have one of those? Oh wait, no, it's an orb. It's
It's
fine.
orb. We've got
Yeah,
light
it's-
itself.
we have literal, like,
Yep.
Siru
He's
Kai.
got so many.
Yeah, we've got Siru Kai that do the job
raw
much
Siru.
better.
Sorry.
They're from Sirukai. It's fine. It's okay.
Hey, I'm the one who messed it up, but then you're the one who continued it. So
Funny voices, it's the essence of comedy.
Hey, like a piece of pizza with some pepperoni.
Yeah.
Now you're making references to things that hardly anyone else knows about.
I know, I'm just making a silly voice.
Oh, okay.
Sure you are.
Yeah,
I'll
but-
be happy when this series is over. Nothing against you two. I just feel like we've run the well dry of comedy. I think we talked about this in one thing. There's an equivalent exchange of comedy.
There
Every
is.
time you use something funny, someone else gets less funny somewhere
Yeah.
in the world.
We've we've either destroyed some people or some people are destroying us.
There's just gonna be
a
like,
little bit of both.
I feel like there's like 4 old men in the middle of like Uganda or just some like other country, and it's just like
Dang, Ozma's growing up fast.
Just
they grow
sit-
up so fast.
just sitting there just being completely unfunny, just talking about like the grass is green today.
I don't know how you could be just like completely and utterly unfunny.
Yeah.
Because when you set up, like the whole thing about comedy is like the setup,
Yeah.
and then you do something they don't expect. And it's like, but if you tell someone that they're being completely unfunny, how do you break that
yeah.
their expectations? Because anything you say that's not funny fits, but anything you say that is funny is
You don't
contradictions. Yeah, the
Yeah.
word.
Well,
I guess what you could do is like somewhere in the desert there's like 3 men being completely unfunny, and it's like Carlos Mencia and Dane Cook and some other
yeah.
comedian that people don't like sitting there.
Well, I mean, yeah, but even somebody's got to find those comedians funny.
Yeah. Someone.
There's a reason why they have stadiums full of them.
Yep. Tiny Iota, that guy was
Tiny,
great.
that guy was great.
Yeah, but the problem with these Rasiru,
Is that they use
they
up a shit ton of
yeah,
magic.
they use
Oh, yeah.
up all the magic.
Well, it's because they literally are the magic.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got max level Kenny Maru over here.
Who's
So
just like,
I'm not sure if we should try to even level them up now that
Right.
I'm thinking about
I
it.
just like that idea. It's like, Himimura's like, I can do damage now, guys, but raw Siru.
Ozma's like, let me taste his red. Well, Kenny Maru.
Kenny Maru, come on, he's paid his dues.
Yeah.
All these like the raw Siru are just like these young, intrepid, like we're ready to go. Where Kimimaru's like, I've killed my fair share of bosses.
See, I like to think of more of like the Rasiru is like, congratulations, Hardleg, you finally earned the right to summon me. Like, the right?
They're right.
You could have come out and done this back when we were fighting against the Ginyu Force. We could have saved hundreds of lives. You weren't prepared for my... I was prepared. I was launching Kenny Marus this whole time.
CB
He believed in me when no one else did.
CB
Not
Radio
even
lost her entire country.
Simulator's just over there, like in a corner, cradling herself, like, Mom and Dad will come
Starts-
back with the groceries.
No, she's literally like taking like rocks and forming them into the head. Like, how's it going, Mom? Dad?
My mom's fine. Like, lifts up her hand and it's just got a smiley face carved into it.
Oh God. We got dark for this last
Oh
episode.
yeah.
And then she's like, Dad, too. And Tara's like, I'm not your dad. Like, you're just a hand thing. And then she reaches and grabs a severed arm with a thing written on it. Like, where did you get that? And he's like, that's my dad, clearly. Like,
It's just like
crazy eyes.
It's like, dear God.
Great, I can only afford to
CB
do
Lidio.
one.
CB Lidio, the first to break.
Level 9. I don't think I can get any higher, but we
Okay.
could certainly try.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm picturing CB Lidio as literally like an axe murderer, because her expressions of joy and like jubilance, just paired with the fact that she's caught in like yay, like literally chasing someone down the street like with the
I'll kill them all.
and like flapping her arms. Whee!
Now you're an angel. Flaps arms.
Oh God.
I'll send you to Sirukai. Tell second best we said hi. Oh wait, you can't. We killed him too.
Wow. Damn. I
The
love it.
darkest episode. Also because the recording messed up and it's nothing but a black square with audio. Welcome to the very first podcast.
This isn't a very good podcast. We don't have really good subjects to talk about here.
No, we need to get some subjects.
Um,
My Hero Academia.
We
Have
already
you heard of-
talked about that. We already talked about
We
it.
talked about it for several episodes.
Yeah,
So-
we did. No, you stop right there. You stop right there.
I was just gonna talk to you about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
So,
Please don't.
have either of you guys read the Book of Mormon? Let me tell you,
About the Book of-
interesting stuff.
That Book of Mormon.
That guy Nephi, ooh, salty.
He scares me. He's no longer human. My God, he's more theory than man.
He's more man than Morm.
Hey, what was it?
God damn it.
He has become more
More
man.
That's what it's for.
That's why they call
Called
it that. Oh God, we're
Yeah,
terrible.
I'm not sure if I ever told you guys, when I was in high school trying to find religion, I actually did read the Book of Mormon.
Oh really?
Or like the first half of it. It started out really interesting and then it got really boring like halfway.
I don't know why, but that just like reminds me of people who are like, I read the Bible, but I didn't read the last part. Don't tell me about it.
I don't know how it ends.
Oh, let me tell you
no
about
spoilers.
the Book of Revelations then.
Okay, one second.
Whatever happens to that Jesus guy? He's a nice guy.
I hope that Jesus fellow pulls through. I like him. Everyone's just like, Castor's like covering up the cross in the background, just like, it's nothing. He goes to a bake sale. It's fine.
He and his 12 buddies have like a dinner. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
It's great.
It's like later on, he's like weeping, and you can hear it from outside. And
Yeah.
they're like, "How did he not know that Jesus gets crucified?" That poor man. It's like, what? You saw the crucifix? It's up there. He's like,
It's up there.
I thought it was sunbathing.
I thought it was just imagery. Why would you put that as an icon? I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
Put something happy up there, like a little God smiley face or
Or
something.
like a puppy with a halo.
We become, all dogs
I
go
wanna
to heaven.
that church.
Can we worship a puppy with a halo instead? I feel like that would be just a little bit more friendly.
Listen, that would convert the shit out of me. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's funny because that entire thing is pretty much taken from. Have you ever seen the movie Dogma?
Yes,
Where
the Buddy Christ.
The Buddy Christ.
Yeah,
Blasphemy abound.
to make
Yeah.
a family-friendly Jesus.
He's just like, we're not converting people fast enough. We need to do something a little drastic.
Bless you.
I heard apparently he's working on a Dogma 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that
That's
should
cool.
be
Kevin
interesting
Smith,
if
yeah.
it comes out.
Interesting if true.
I don't know. His entire oeuvre has been kind of like inconsistent.
Is Ouvra?
Yeah, he's got some things that are good and some things that are
Oh,
bad,
yeah.
and some things that are like I really liked Mallrats the first time I saw it as a
And then
teenager,
second time?
and then like as an adult, I'm like, it's kind of just meh.
Nah, it's kind of Mallrats.
Yep,
I didn't need to know about the thing's penis.
Yep, that's the only part that I really remember as being kind of funny was the guy who would like meet Stan Lee, and all he can ask, he's like, "Hey, Mr. Fantastic, you know he's stretchy everywhere. Can he stretch like down
there?"
He's like, "Well, I assume so." He's like, "Ah, okay." And you know
Well,
how the
the
thing
thing
is
is
like
like-
entirely a rock? Is he like a rock, like down
Down.
there? And then later, Stan Lee talks to that guy's girlfriend. He's like, your boyfriend's a nice guy, although he seems to care a lot about superheroes junk. I don't understand it.
Well, that concludes this episode.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
What was it?
Yeah.
Then the other thing that's like a short little throwaway line, but has always stuck with me.
Oh, yeah?
Jay and Silent Bob go to attack someone, and they're like, the ultimate weapon, a sock full of quarters. And it's like, yeah, you just put like $8 worth of quarters into a sock and tie it up.
Yeah, you could devastate someone with that shit.
Yeah, you could probably kill someone with it.
Yeah.
And yet, it's like the most funny lethal weapon I could think of.
What about a sock with frozen butter?
Second only to the Langoliers, where a guy kills another guy with a pillowcase full of toasters. Which is basically just like the big version of the sock full of quarters. When you think about it.
It is. Wait, what about a body pillow with lifting weights in it?
No, it needs to be something like smaller and metallic.
Okay.
And maybe not a body pillow, but like a sleeping bag full of tire irons or something. I don't know where you get a bunch.
It can already be a weapon. It's like, I'll use this tire iron to fill the sleeping bag with more tire irons. And then he starts swinging it around.
It's like, I have a bunch of swords. Like, yeah, but you can only wield one at a time. Now, if I put 30 swords inside of a sleeping bag, then it becomes a big sword mace.
I have a
So
bucket.
I actually have a story about that.
I want to throw my one idea into the.
Fine.
I want to throw a bucket full of buzzsaws at somebody.
A
See,
bucket
you
full
just
of
like you just went
buzzsaws.
too far with it.
I think only one buzzsaw can fit into a bucket.
Yeah.
You need to have a whole, like
Depends on the circumference
See,
of
like,
the bucket.
the funny part is that we increased the size of said bag holding metallic items.
Mhm.
You took metallic item holding possibly one metallic item,
Yeah,
and
see,
implying that it can hold multiple.
what you need to do is get, like, 30 guys with a tarp full of tires.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Then,
See,
then you all work together and use it to, like, take down someone's car.
It's like a fucking mortar, but with guys just throwing a thing full of tires.
Okay.
But no, but the story is that so I had a barbarian character in D&D that would only grapple people, but collect their swords and put it in his bag of holding.
Mhm.
And every time he asked, he went, maybe need for later. And then like we finally found a ballista, and they were like, we have no there are no more bolts left. And my character comes up and just like flunks a claymore onto the bolt, and just like shoot. And then like so we just started launching claymores and longswords into this fortress, and he's just like, metal rains down upon the terrified fortress inhabitants. They have no idea where these metallic fighters are coming from.
They are sad, and
Yeah.
only their sadness brings sadness.
But like I had like when he asked me like, just how many swords do you have in this bag? Well, throughout the campaign I've collected about 50 longswords, 30 claymores, and 42 daggers from all the men I'd killed.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna level up Ozma. Because the rest of them are gonna take too many healing leaves to, like, go through.
Yeah, but if we just apply them to Bootleg, who's gonna use them anyway? Were we gonna play increase Jetto? Or were we
I
just
was
not going
planning
that
to
plan?
use Jetto, but this costs just as much and does more.
Gotcha.
So,
And ultimately can be used
yeah,
against bosses.
this ultimately one hits every... Yeah, we were talking about this before. I was like, we could just use Jetto to one-shot all the enemies we run into. Except for this one-shots all the enemies we walk into.
Yep.
And Jetto can't be used against bosses,
Yeah.
like I said. Except for there is actually a secret boss in this game.
Ah.
If you go up to the place where you got the Soren flute, again,
Okay.
there is a boss that's like more powerful than the final boss, and gives you a super good move when you defeat him. But he always surprises you, and he always launches. The first thing he does is launch a wave that reduces all your magic to 0.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Like not just like your total magic, doesn't just like eliminate your magic, like makes your magic 0 out of 0.
Oh wow.
So you can't even like heal it. You just have to defeat him
Damn.
without magic.
That's intense.
And but yeah, there's some weird thing where you can like if you put on the things that let you escape, there's like a 20% chance you can run away from him,
And then
you can heal him back up, come back, Jetto him, and it'll kill him in one hit.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Let's see. So let's get
That
rid of
is
this
cheese.
dark talisman.
That sounds like a lot of Tempest jewelry then, or which?
No, it was. Oh, 1 second. I need to get the magic armband off of Hardleg, and we'll give him. I don't know.
What about page 2? Warsoul?
No, that's what we're gonna get to someone else.
We're gonna probably give it to Ladio because she does the most damage with her soul arts.
Oh, is it for just physicals?
Yeah.
Um,
What you doing there, Brandon?
Looking at the time.
I'm gonna give him some more speed.
Okay.
Speed, counterattack, and max health.
Okay.
Yeah, and then CB will have increased attack, increased not magic. It's reduce AP cost, I believe, is the one we want. Because then she can use like her most powerful one every time.
There it is. You down Seer Flame.
No, it was a different. There's one that reduce. I guess I already have it. Okay. Siru Flame. Increase AP a Curel. Okay.
Who has the Siru outfit on?
Oh yeah, and consume 50% less.
AP.
So everything
it's already
costs
on there.
half.
All
She
right.
gets it faster, and her attack is higher.
Okay, cool.
And then he's faster because I don't want him. Yeah, maybe I don't need him to go faster. Let's give him the.
It's hotter down here than I thought it would be.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
It's what?
Okay. It's hotter down here than I thought it'd be.
It's weird. Let's just. Lower defense. Why not? He's got defense. And then Bootleg is gonna have. He's got to keep the light talisman so that he can do the horn.
Right, but
And
he can
then
get the other
consume
two magic
less MP, and increase max MP. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So Bootleg has like the most magic, and everything costs him like half as much.
Sounds good to me.
Sound like
Okay.
you're thinking with your noodle or your kidneys.
Yep. It reminds me of a funny joke, but I think it's too lewd for mixed company.
Ah, gotcha.
Wait, we're not
think about
mixed. Well, you are, but
You're mixed. You're Irish and German. I don't trust it. Green Gola-Golas. Do they have green fire?
no.
We sure hope so.
No.
No, I'm just saying from experience.
How do you know, Brandon?
I just know.
How do you know anything about this game?
How you know anything, Brandon?
What do you
I'm
think?
sorry, I'm
How
from the
Brandon
future.
know?
What do you think Juggernaut will look like when we get to him?
Like Juggernaut, but inside
he'll
Juggernaut.
look.
Because we're inside Juggernaut.
He's
so-
not gonna look like a Juggernaut. He's gonna look more like a Phil.
Phil Swift. Phil Swift here with flex tape. We're gonna flex the Siru and the humans back together into one entity.
I'm glad we did that joke. I'm glad.
You're okay.
I didn't think it stuck.
I'll just feel shame then. Should have used Flex Seal.
What? We got it on
you.
tape.
Both of you. Just terrible.
Just terrible. Just makes me feel shame. I wanted to have my dad look at this and be like, look at what I'm doing with
Yeah.
my life. I've got entertainment. Nope.
Nope.
Can't now.
Can't show him that.
At least your dad's interested in what you're doing with your life.
Oh God. Rolling spiral.
Yep.
Oh yeah, your thing's sad too.
Wait, what happened? I missed
I
it.
said rolling flare, and right after I was like, oh wow. Right after he said his thing about his dad.
and then
but
I
I
came
thought-
and gave him
yeah.
a hug.
No, and then I said roll. I was like, oh man, that rolling flame. And I was like, oh yeah, your thing's sad too, Brandon.
Oh yeah, and also your dad's complete neglect of your
Yeah.
thing and lack of love. But you know, what
Funny.
can you do
Yeah,
about that?
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
If you're watching, Dad, I love you. And if you're actually watching, why?
Lose some weight.
lose some weight, fat ass.
Do some exercise for once. Jeez.
He's got a bad knee. What are you gonna try and kill him?
Oh yeah,
What's his excuse for his arms?
I tested out the 3 decks today. They worked out pretty good against some normal decks. So.
Ah.
Yeah, you guys were gonna hang out today, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Even beforehand.
But you ruined it
What-
by making us do our jobs.
Yeah, how dare you?
This isn't your job. Just because you get money to do it and for time, that doesn't mean it's a job.
That's
Sounds
why.
exactly like what a job is to
That's
me.
why I stand on the corner every week.
Yeah, what were you guys gonna do? Because I didn't know you guys
I was
hung
gonna teach
out.
Brandon magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
instead of both of you learning Yu-Gi-Oh like you should.
Wait,
What am I gonna do? Guest star in deck build challenges? Ooh wee, that sounds fun to me.
Ow. Ow, my spirit.
also, yeah, you sent me a text earlier today that said, I'm done with deck build challenge. I didn't see that as like, you're done recording it.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, I'm done with deck build challenges. I'm done.
No, they're getting a little fun. Now that I don't have to do them every single week, now that they're every other week,
Yeah.
they're a lot more tolerable.
Mm.
And plus, I've also, like, banned all the people from them except for, like, the best co-hosts. Which you guys could be if you knew how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
I could be
I can
best
learn
at
to play
something.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I can learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh if you want.
I mean, it's your call. You can play for free online.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably
know
the
how to-
best part about it.
I know how to
But
play
like,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I
I
like
just-
personal interaction. That's why I like playing it. That's why I like playing Magic, because I have a whole group of guys that play Magic
Yeah.
with me.
I mean, you could do that with Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. It's just not for me.
Yeah, exactly. Which is.
I mean, I could
be
build
against
a
the
real...
point.
I have enough cards.
I don't need to even do cardboard. Even if we played online, I'd be fine. But like, you gotta want to play with me. But you're too busy doing your Hardleg gaming stuff to ever have time for old bootleg Drew.
I mean, I play people... I duel with people on the Discord all the
I
time.
just wanted a father
If
figure.
you joined the Discord like a proper son would, we could have been dueling this whole time.
Listen, Pop, I'm not about your Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, I wasn't gonna join the family business anyway.
You're just like your mother.
You take that back, she
She
was
hate-
an angel!
She hated Yu-Gi-Oh! Too.
So, Drew, how's your mother doing? Because I could be a father.
Hey, whoa. You
I
stay
mean-
away
I
from
mean-
my
I
mind,
mean,
man.
she-
You
she's,
stop talking about that
oh,
and learning
yeah.
the magic, alright? I'll
Yeah.
pop your mug.
Why are you gonna pop my mug? Why don't you punch me in the face?
This is a weird episode.
This is a very weird episode, goddamn.
Also, I wanted to say,
I
like-
would join the Discord, but I've already joined the Discord, what are you even saying?
Yeah, but you don't like. You're never like, hey, anyone want to duel? Because people would duel you out the wazoo.
I actually, I know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just I don't.
I'm not good at it.
I'm not great at building decks.
Well, actually, Magic Arena is the new thing where it's free and online. Well, kind of free and online.
Why don't I change it and I actually turn it to Magic?
I was just saying, like, if people want to play me on Magic Arena, I might make an account and play people. Just because I know that game better.
Mm.
So I know there are
Yeah,
a couple.
that's the big thing why I don't like keep up with Magic. Is just like it's hard to keep up with more than one game.
Yeah,
Mm.
I understand.
It's just sad because it's one of those things like I spend all this time like on Magic and it's like, oh, I would love to share that with my friends, but none of them are interested anymore.
Yeah.
There was a brief time and it's like they all moved on to Magic.
I don't know. For me, it's just Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't build decks. I can play.
Yeah, that's how I'm interested. That's kind of why I was like, Brandon wants to learn to play Magic. The thing about Brandon's decks is that it's usually filled with cards he thinks looks cool.
Oh, I already am well aware. That's
Yeah,
why I
that
built
was
decks
most
for
of
him.
like, yeah, most
That was-
of what just happened with the decks
Yeah.
a few days back was just like, oh, this looks nice. This
I like
looks
the
cool.
flavor text on this. I don't like. I was like, "Yo, you like the ability?" He was like, "I don't know what the ability is, but the art is cool and the flavor text was good."
Hey.
And I was like, "You literally looked at everything, but it's what it does."
Yes, because I don't know.
It's gonna be real hard to teach you, isn't it?
Not really. The game will be fine. It's just the incentive to actually want to build something. Like, I'm a very aesthetic kind of guy, and except for when it comes to Gundams. Would you guys like to hear about Gundams?
Not really.
I mean, I got nothing.
I mean, if Gundams were like a game, I mean, if you had like a Warhammer but Gundams,
There
I
is.
might be interested.
But that's not what you play. You just build Gundams.
But I actually can build a Gundam towards this for something like
But
skirmish.
wait, didn't you just say that like you're a really aesthetic guy except for Gundams? What other use do your Gundam models have other than being pure
Aesthetically
aesthetically pleasing?
I actually like to swap up things so that I can actually get certain power-ups, and yes, I do make them aesthetically pleasing, but I do focus a bit more on the mechanics of the actual suits. Like, if you put the backpack of one suit onto another one, then you would get set options, and certain actual, like, programming issues with the actual suits go into certain areas. Like, you can't really have a GN drive. You can't actually have a Trans Am without a GN drive. Or you can't have an Age suit You can't have the age system without maybe perhaps the age head. I think probably, or Gundam Wing is out of the question. But
Comment in the comments if you know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
because we have no idea.
Because it seems like you're
we're
like
COD game players.
you're like you can't have this engine without this, but I'm like, but you can because it doesn't actually move, does it?
no, actually, Trans Am is literally the a GN drive absorbs solar radiation and turns it into.
No,
No,
he's
it's-
talking
I'm
about
saying
a
it
real
doesn't-
physical engine. It's not a
the-
real physical engine.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
talking about the implications of like a game or something.
Yes.
I guess, where you would like use your Gundams and they would apply to certain things. And why are we swimming in a river of filth?
Why not?
It could be blood.
Yeah, why are we swimming in bloodstream?
Why are we playing human pinball with a
It's
bloodstream?
okay. We found a chest.
Oh,
It's a
Crimson
book. I don't know what it does.
Let's open it.
Why did he swallow a book? I hope he swallowed a book. Maybe his intestines wrote a book.
maybe he swallowed it to gain its power.
That's not how you.
It'd be
That's
using
not
its
how you
power. It'd be
read.
in items, my dude. You gotta use them.
Gain more experience after battle.
Well, then never mind. Fuck me.
Yep, I knew it was something you would equip. What's in
Yeah.
here?
But yeah, no. There is a thing called Skirmish, and Jay Aimless actually attempted to make a D&D style game, much
Based around.
like the Gundam
You know,
Build
there's
Fighters.
already a Gundam D&D, right? Where you build Gundams.
This was like 7 or 8 years ago.
You know, there was a Gundam D&D like 7 or 8 years ago.
He
There's
didn't
been one
know.
printed since like 1994.
Well, does it actually incorporate the things that are newer? That's the other issue.
I don't know. I don't even look that deeply into it. All I know is that it existed.
All I know is that it exists.
And that you can build suits to pretty good depth.
Yeah, I kind of figure.
Let's see.
But this was also his idea, and I enjoyed playing it. It's just we never really got around to anything else other than a couple of them. And I don't know. I just like the idea of building a model to my specifications, adding having the limitations if I can't put something like this on there without actually this happening.
Well,
Yeah,
that's literally what a deck is.
Yes, but
That's
it's
literally what
cards,
a deck is.
and I don't.
That's like adding a mental block to something that doesn't need a mental block. That's literally the same. Adding a physics to make your deck synergize is literally what you just talked about.
Yeah, and I get that. But it's harder for me to visualize that for a deck than it is for a model.
See, for me, it's the opposite because you're visualizing it for a model that's not going to move or actually do anything.
Right.
You're only putting it there because in your mind you want it to fit. But with a deck, there are actual advantages and disadvantages that you could see in the mechanics
When you play
for
it out,
making
yeah.
the choices.
Mm-hmm.
But with that one, you're like, I can't really get into like.
It's
making
Also
these-
because I've seen a lot of other stuff in Gundam in which they do move.
you need to watch the anime. I think is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
sort
they
of.
have a Magic the Gathering anime?
Sadly not.
If they made a Magic of the Gathering anime, would you watch it?
Probably
I would
not.
watch the shit out of it at least one season.
I also really can't get into the Yu-Gi-Oh animes mainly because they get really excited about a card game.
That's
I mean, I get really excited
I
about a
get
card
really
game, and
excited
you're
about a
friends
card
with me.
game.
But you wouldn't base your society around it.
Well, yeah, but the later ones don't necessarily.
yeah.
I mean, Arc V, yeah, they did fight a war with Ixie monsters, but in Vrains, they're just playing a game online.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, but they also it's kind of the same problem I have with Build Divers, which is the Gundam equivalent of that.
I thought you liked that.
I liked some of it, but not enough to. It's not as good as the other series.
There's some things about the Bible I like, and some things
These I don't like.
What is that from?
Listen, they're parts of the Futurama where they flood because of the heat wave, and the same-sex Randy and someone and his gay boyfriend make an arc, and he goes, "They told me I was crazy when I built this arc," and he goes, "You are crazy. You filled it with same-sex animal couples." He goes, "Listen, there are parts of the Bible I like and parts I don't like, and why I know that part so goddamn well, I don't know."
Because Futurama's a great show.
Because
Comment
there's
in
parts
the
of
comments if you
Futurama I like and parts I don't like.
Comment in the comments if you like Futurama.
I love Futurama.
And if you don't like Futurama, you can get the hell out of here. Can I run from any of these? Okay, good.
Kind of like the bees. Like,
Oh.
are you yellow with black stripes or black with yellow stripes? Yellow with black stripes?
Get the hell off my lawn.
You just keep moving along, son.
There are two kinds of people in this world. People who like Animaniacs and people who don't like
Oh
Animaniacs.
fuck! What is my DCI?
Which kind
number?
are you?
Shit, I don't remember my DCI number. It's been forever since I actually played a legal game of Magic, like a tournament.
Oh no, he's been playing it illegally.
Illegal cock magic.
What is that? I'm just picturing, just the most lewd form of actual like using a wand.
You haven't seen that episode of South Park,
great.
have you?
No.
It's amazeballs.
They're doing cock magic where they teach chickens how to fight or how to play magic in illegal underground
Yeah, even
arenas.
chickens could goddamn learn Magic the Gathering, Brandon.
And then Stan's dad hears about cock magic and he's like, it's back, but for him cock magic is
was
like
this thing in college where he actually did magic tricks involving his cock.
and he tried to do it and he
Yeah.
kept getting arrested.
Yeah.
Was that when he was Lord La La La?
No, that was just after Lord.
Okay.
La la la. I am Lord.
It's so weird how like there's so like South Park is one of those shows that like I don't think I've seen an episode of South Park where I was like, well, that was dumb or I wasted my time. And there's some that I was like, that was amazing. But every season comes out and I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I really don't
DCI
care.
is optional, but I want to know my DCI because I can't remember it.
It's like I don't know how a show can be so great and yet
So mediocre.
garner so little interest from me at the same time.
Well, it's one of those things where like it's always current and relevant because of the way they write it and how aggressively they write it. But like it's also one of those things where like it's like our original Let's Play formula. Like they put out so much aggressive material, like so relevant so fast that not a lot of people can either keep up with it or like you're just
care.
like, I already know what's going on with that. I can already predict what jokes they're gonna make out of it.
I wonder when it'll end.
That's a good question. I haven't caught up with South Park in
Well,
forever.
not on this one. It'll be next episode.
It's weird, but don't you keep up with Family Guy?
Well, kinda, yeah. I just watch it.
You were halfway about to
continuously.
deny that.
Well, I kinda like I just watch it, and every time there's a new season, I just watch the new season. But like, I don't like pay attention to Family Guy or like keep up with like, oh, what's the next episode gonna be? I'm just like, oh, there's a new episode.
It's just like I can't even muster that for South Park. Let's see. And these guys are not going away, so we like Spirit. Yes, we do. We like Spirit. Ozma,
about-
everything into oblivion.
That's my everything into oblivion. Yeah.
We're throwing them into another game.
Yeah, maybe I should just put on the thing that like decreases the encounter rate and like gives us. I forgot that he was this big. I was like, this may take 2 episodes because it might take 1 episode to get to him and another episode to like wrap up everything. I
This
didn't think
might
it would
take
take
3.
2 episodes to get to him.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we've also been padding it out with other things.
I mean, I haven't exactly slowed down a whole lot. Granted, these summons are kind of long.
Yeah, they are kind of long, which might be slowing us down like a little bit. But this isn't no speed.
We
run.
also did spend like a couple minutes on the menus.
Speaking of which, if you get a moment while you're on your
Yeah,
phone,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
the speed run for
Let's find out.
Legends of Legaia? You gotta be an absolute mad lad to do a speed run of like a 40-hour game.
Mad Lad?
Yeah. You never heard that?
No.
Absolute mad lad. The maddest lad.
Mad Lax?
No,
The anime where a girl like shoots up an entire army in a prom dress?
I remember that. Oh, hey, can I go here?
Leaderboards, Legend of the Gaia, speedrun.com.
20 minutes.
Into the blood! Woo!
Ah.
I'm a swimming,
Shark
I'm a
Week.
swimming. I'm a swimming, I'm a swimming, I'm a swimming. I'm a swimming, I'm a swimming, I'm a
There
swimming.
is no slots.
What?
There is no slots. No one has done a speedrun of Legends of the Gaia.
Huh, I could have sworn there was a speedrun of some kind.
I doubt we've made it.
Yeah, no, because it's an RPG, and RPGs are pointless to speedrun. There's
Huh.
no way to, unless you're gonna grind.
Especially
there's no way to
90s.
really improve or get there fast.
Especially
It's not
90s
like other
JRPGs.
games. Yeah, it's not like
Plus,
other
the
games.
people speedrun Pokemon.
Kinda. They're more like challenges, where like the Nuzlocke challenge or something that you do with Pokemon. It's less speed runs.
No, I watched the whole thing about like speedrunning Pokemon.
Well, that's also because like Pokemon is a different beast in its own right.
Because it's like depending on what you choose, you can like get through. Like there are ways to like maximize things so that you can get through the Elite Four at like level 5. Or not level 5, like level 50.
But that also doesn't have unskippable cutscenes.
True, but I mean, unskippable cutscenes hasn't stopped other people.
Yeah.
Plus, what was it? People speedrun fucking the Yu-Gi-Oh! PlayStation games, despite the fact that it's almost entirely RNG, and you have to go through things. Or you have to,
well, I just
you
looked
have
at
to
the
play the
leaderboards,
decks.
and there are no Legends of Legaia run-throughs, so what do you want me to do?
Put
Well,
our number
I
down.
was just arguing against the fact that you can't... Oh, did it say on there that you can't speedrun JRPGs? Or was that just your...
That was just my
Yeah.
interpretation,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought they had official rules that were
Yeah.
no, it's illegal because there's no JRPGs.
No, I just...
Oh,
no,
we
there's-
should... we didn't do it single session, but we
What?
could... I was gonna say, if we did this all in one session, whatever we did would be the official speedrun.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not one session.
Officially, I don't want to try and do this one session.
I might. I gotta raise money for my, teeth. I didn't tell you guys about that, did I?
No,
What,
you
are you
didn't.
trying to send him through college?
No, I went to the dentist finally.
How'd that go over?
Let's see, 2 days from now, I gotta go in for an operation. I gotta get 6 fillings, 6 crowns, and a root canal.
Jesus, guy.
Yeah, they're pretty much rebuilding my entire mouth.
Your mouth's gonna be absolutely destroyed.
I'm gonna be more porcelain than man.
You are.
You're gonna be
What the
Toilet
fuck,
Man?
Yep. Pretty much.
Jesus, my dude.
Yep. And it's gonna cost me $5,500, which is 3 months worth of pay for me.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
okay because I'm gonna spread it out over 3 years. But it's
Yeah.
not as okay because I'm gonna have to eat a lot of noodles during that time.
Yeah.
Unless people want to donate to the Patreon, maybe donate on Twitch, have a fun little thing there.
Yep.
So poor Bootleg.
Hmm.
He did a miracle art and it didn't die.
Yeah.
It was a miracle that he didn't die.
He's just... Before he was like, we've done all these miracles, but me fighting is not one of them.
I really want to look into Magic the Arena. God damn it.
I wonder if anyone speedrun Magic.
Ugh.
The card game? Yes.
I sped
Yeah,
around.
it's called Kill on Turn 2. Congratulations, you're not having fun.
FTK. Are there FTKs in Magic?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
Because doesn't everything have summoning sickness?
Well, no, there's no one drop that can automatically kill someone.
Yeah, the mana system.
Yeah,
prevents
because of the
that.
mana system, there's no FTKs.
Come on, man.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, there can be FTKs.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's because-
usually they find some way to stop that. Except for they're in a really weird situation, and I'm sure you guys don't know about this. So the latest protagonist in Vrains, he has one of his main boss monsters is called Firewall Dragon.
Okay.
And Firewall Dragon has this ability that if a card to the left or the right of it leaves the field, you could special summon something from your hand,
Okay.
and it's not once per turn.
Oh, wow.
And there's people have found a way to break this mechanic so severely that there's 30 different FTKs
Oh,
where you
wow.
can just loop things by continuously linking them away or
Oh,
doing
wow.
stuff to them. But because it's a protagonist monster, they refuse to ban it. They've limited it to 1, but they won't do any more to it. So
Wow.
right now there's about 12 cards that are on the ban list that are seemingly useless outside of Firewall Dragon that are only on the list because they don't want to hit Firewall Dragon.
Wow.
It's a really interesting time we live in.
Apparently.
Ugh. Well, and you know what? Speaking of interesting times, I think we're going to have to call the time for now.
Alright, so see you next time on
Yeah,
Let's
we'll
Play.
see you next time on Legsplay. I might go around a little bit and get some more of these,
Arteries?
Do I choose?
No, I think it just...
No, I choose. Ah, fuck.
You chose...
Okay, so we're gonna get some of this armor, and then next time on Legsplay, we'll come back.
Alright.
Alright, let's see.
Comment in the comments if you comment in the comments. Comment in the comments if you comment in the comments. But if you like these guys, please subscribe. Comments. Boom, 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 boom.